Hi all, today we're looking at interventionist supply-side policies. We'll see how they work and also some examples that will be useful for you to know for your Paper 1 exams. The idea of supply-side policies is to increase the potential output of an economy. This is shown by shifting LRAS to the right or the entire Keynesian aggregate supply curve to the right. This differs from demand-side policies like fiscal and monetary policies, which are primarily concerned with minimizing harmful fluctuations in the economy. So they try to just smooth out that business cycle like that. There are two types of supply-side policies. There are interventionists, where the government gets more involved in an economy. They intervene in order to increase potential output. And there are market-based, which is where the government gets out of the way of free markets and lets incentives and competition work. Today we're looking at interventionist policies. Increased investment in education, such as has occurred in Australia with the new Gonski funding, increases the potential of the economy. On an ADAS diagram, we see all three curves shift to the right. Firstly, AD shifts to the right due to the injection of government spending into the economy. When the presumably better educated young people start working in society, this will mean the economy has better skills, therefore more productivity, shifting the LRAS curve to the right. Ideally, these enhanced skills should mean a more adaptable workforce, lessening the prevalence of structural unemployment. The increased skills should mean that staff are now more efficient, lowering the cost of production, shifting the SRAS curve to the right. It's important to note that although this is called the short-run aggregate supply, it's the short run of the new long run. The cost benefits to employers will not come until the long run, when the better educated actually enter the workforce. Increased investment in healthcare, such as has occurred in the US with the Affordable Care Act or Obamacare, also increases the potential of the economy. We again see all three curves shift right, AD due to government spending, then the healthier workforce brings extra productivity, shifting LRAS to the right. There's less people taking sick days, they feel better while they're at work. This healthier, more productive workforce will be more efficient as well, lowering costs of business. This shifts SRAS to the right. Another way that governments intervene to increase the capacity of the economy is by investing in new technology. The Australian government does this through the CSIRO, the Commonwealth Scientific and Industrial Research Organisation. One thing that they're working on at the moment is water recycling technology. This can aid the economy by essentially increasing the amount of resources available, increasing the amount of water. We should know what this does to an economy. Of course, the spending on scientists, labs and materials will push AD to the right, government spending. The increase in quantity of resources will shift LRAS to the right, and with recycled water being a fraction of the cost, this will decrease the cost of production for firms, which will of course shift SRAS to the right. There we go. Then there is infrastructure. The South Australian government is upgrading the Darlington intersection to allow for a smoother flow of traffic. This investment adds to the capital stock of the economy and represents an increase in the quantity of resources, shifting the potential output. Again, the initial spending on construction injects G into AD, shifting it to the right. Only on completion does the LRAS shift. It's only when the roadworks are completed that we get the extra productivity. In fact, while the roadworks are being done, you could argue that there is less productivity because of all the delays. And then of course the SRAS will shift to the right, as there are now quicker commute times and less wear and tear on vehicles, lowering costs for businesses. Finally, there are business support schemes. These can help infant industries with some of their teething problems. An example of this was Japan providing assistance to its semiconductor industry in the 1980s. Subsidies and other preferential treatment allowed the industry to grow and become a world leader. The subsidies lowered the cost of production, shifting SRAS, and induced much investment, which shifts AD. Once the industry could grow, it could be seen that the LRAS increases too, as the economy has become more capable of producing than it could in the past. So there we have that. And that's the basics of interventionist supply-side policies. We will be working through things in class.